Would you look at it?
Would you look at it? Just look at it.
Would you look at it?
Just look at that.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Lucore Automotive. As you can see, we are not at the shop today. We are once again on a journey, making yet another bad decision. I have the truck and the trailer, and right over here is a bad decision that we're dragging home with us. This is not my bad decision. This is 73ChargerChic's bad decision.
My turn.
So what do we have here?
So we had a friend send us a listing for a 1987 Dodge Charger. It's the kitschy little hatchback from the 80s. Now you're probably wondering, why would you want an 87 Dodge Charger? This one is special, ladies and gentlemen. This is a GLHS Charger. This is a Shelby Charger. Now, in 1987, when Carroll Shelby decided to come over to Chrysler for a little bit with his buddy, this must be locked, with his buddy Lee Iacocca. Family mate. Nope, that one's not coming open. Anyway, so they only made 1,000 of these 1987 Chargers in that year. When they left the factory, they were all black and they all had a sunroof, moonroof, whatever you want to call it. But wait, this one is red and there's no sunroof. Why? We did the research. Not only is this a one of 1,000, or actually less than 1,000 at this point, car, and it is numbered, there is a dash plaque. This is a very unusual Shelby because it doesn't have the third brake light, it doesn't have the sunroof, moonroof, and what was the other thing? There was three things.
Not black.
And it's not black. Now, GLHSs were also made in 1986. However, they did the GLHS Dodge Omni in 86, and they only made 500 of those.
Yep. So, it's not been running for a long period of time. It's changed hands here and there. As she mentioned, this came up on Facebook Marketplace, was sent to me because I'm an idiot that buys things I don't need. But I didn't need this car. However, she had actually already looked at a red Charger in the past.
It was an 86.
And she was really actually into it, so I just kind of forwarded it along to her, and she apparently obviously wants it because we're here. So it is a 2.2 turbo car. It is a manual transmission car. We're missing a few things under the under the hood here, but that's okay because it's a 2.2 turbo car and parts can be found. Obviously we got a bit of a work ahead of us to get this thing back on the road, but it's okay. We can make it great again. It's going to be cool. And it is most definitely unique. Yeah, new bad decision, coming home with us. Well, don't tell Rich, because he doesn't know that yet, but this is coming home. It's gonna go back in the garage, the house, because there's a lot of work to be done, not at the shop. We need to go through all the parts that come with the car. We need to kind of clean through things, go through things, and see exactly what the condition of everything that we actually have here is. And then, honestly, the answer at that point in time is we don't know. We don't know why it was taken apart in the first place, because unfortunately we're a couple of generations removed between when the car was taken off the road and now. So we don't really know, do we put it back together again with the parts that we already have and parts we can get our hands on, and then just kind of cross our fingers and hope it works? Do we take it apart, to make sure that everything is good to go, but then you get yourself involved in, you know, now you're doing an engine build and blah, 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 blah. There are a few things that we can find online as far as documentation goes and information that comes with it that we can find, but a lot of those records are 10, 15, 20 years old, so it's hard to say. Yeah, pretty cool little Charger. This is going to be an interesting project. It's something you really, really never see. You really don't see them in garnet red, because that's the only one. Just so we're understanding each other, this is her bad decision. Oy.
Where's the stick?
The shifter needs put in it. The shifter's in the boxes.
Where's the stick?
Where's the fun little stick? And yes, I can drive a standard.
Good. Hey,
Most girls can't, I know.
How well does it fit you? Better than your other one?
Yep. There's the clutch. Yeah, the seat does move. The other one doesn't.
I dig it. It's a pretty cool little ride. Definitely a lot different. Pretty unique little vehicles. These two turbos have a ton of potential. Anybody who's ever raced these things will definitely speak to the capabilities of these two turbos. They came with like 175 horsepower from the factory. This one does have an MP2 computer, which is essentially a tuned or chipped computer, so it makes about 200 of the tires. But they're capable of basically like twice that. So whether or not she ever decides to do that or not is obviously completely up in the air. That's up to her. But she wanted a fun little project so she could work on it at home. And this is something the car is pretty much there, so we don't really have to worry about that. So a lot of this stuff can be done at home, not at the shop. So evenings, weekends, whatever, when not at the shop, can be working on her little toy Charger. Pretty cool little project. And she's going to be launching her own YouTube channel, which will probably be hosting the majority of the content for this thing, because let's be honest here, we have a lot of work going on in the shop and a lot of content going on this page. So this thing is probably going to be spun off onto its own little page. So she's going to have her own little 73ChargerChic YouTube page, so you can see her working on this Charger. Anyway, the nice thing is we're also only like an hour and a half from home, so this is a really easy little jaunt for me. Much better than 10 or 12 hour drives. Very exciting. This is going to be a cool little project. And it's so unique. The story is really what sells this car.